Greetings. Today is the day of the Space Voyager. As I've said before, oh look, I didn't burn my finger. I burned it on yesterday's episode, if you saw that. Space Voyager is a reference to the first man in space who was born on this day. I've said it before, this book is structured based on well-known personalities. So today was also Bobby Fischer's birthday. If you're a chess player or like to play chess, he's a well-known chess player. Most people know him even if they don't even know how to play chess. The Bobby Fischer movie, however, is an insult. The Searching for Bobby Fischer, it's not even about chess at all. It's about child programming. Brainwashing. It just gave off this really bad vibe when I did see it, and I just felt like mentioning that, I guess. Anyway, it's a shorter episode today. I'm kind of skipping the usual titles, but I'm glad you're here. Happy birthday if today is your birthday. We are following the 365 birthday series, celebrating 365 birthdays, a birthday every day, incorporating the Grand Life Cycle, reading from The Secret Language of Birthdays by Gary Goldschneider and Joost. And let's begin. The day of the Space Voyager. Those highly conceptual, visionary individuals born on March 9th are concerned with examining and exploring the space around them, either mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Curious about most everything, they are not satisfied until they get to the root of any issue or problem. They have a pronounced dislike for all forms of affectation, authoritarianism, and condescension in others, and endeavor to remain natural in their approach to life. Because of their high idealism, they are generally on the side of the underdog and tend to be protectors of the poor and weak. They themselves, however, are powerful individuals with a highly developed personal magnetism. Their psychic abilities are also strong, and they should therefore trust in their intuition, which is most often sound. Highly developed March 9th people rely heavily on their instincts, although no one would deny their mental strength. In many cases, they choose to go against the odds, logic and what appears true, in favor of what their sixth sense tells them, particularly when it comes to relationships and crucial life decisions. Though sometimes accused of living in another world, in fact, those born on this day understand a great deal about how the daily world works, but are also able to see through a given situation to its essence and potentialities, whether labeled as spacey or flaky or not. Many March 9th people have a more elevated or detached point of view than the average person. Thus they make valuable advisors, since they so often present a viewpoint that the person seeking counsel has not yet considered. March 9th people often experience a conflict between their stable and nurturing side and their desire to be free, to travel, to let their minds roam over dreams and ideas. If they lock themselves into a position of heavy personal responsibility, family, job, social position, they may find themselves frustrated a good deal of the time. Part of the problem is that since they are highly capable, others easily grow dependent on them. They must be careful to leave certain doors open for themselves through which they can periodically escape and express the adventuresome, far-out elements of their personalities. March 9th people usually go through many major changes in their lives. Moving from one job, place, or relationship to another is very natural to them, since they enjoy variety and are wary of attachment. People born on this day who have not gotten to know themselves at a deep level, who know they are unusual but have never really expressed their true self, are often surprised to discover one day how truly powerful they can be. Once they begin to realize and exercise this power, those born on this day will experience and enjoy a whole new dimension in their lives, but perhaps also face many new difficulties. Indeed, they may feel the urge to drop their more mundane duties, reject a former life of compromise, and reach for the stars. And I have to pee, so I will put us under intermission. My voice is really gravelly. Maybe like a March 9th style pokey rap.
We gotta rap some
March 9th. Singing. I'll take care of the hard part. I want to be the best about March 9th. To read all the rest of March 9th. March 9th, 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 March 9th. All right, back from a pee. We will reverse light this candle in honor of those of you who stuck around, a ripple, and here we are as if it never happened. Thank you for granting me that. As a bonus, I get to ignore you and continue to read. Actually, I'm glad you're still here if you stuck around. That was all just for fun. It was intentionally stupid, in case you didn't catch that. This channel isn't even monetized yet. If that part of the song that I covered over is copyrighted. Numbers and planets. Those born on the 9th of the month are ruled by the number 9 and by the planet Mars. The number 9 is powerful in its influence on other numbers. Any number added to 9 yields that number, and any number multiplied by 9 yields a 9. And March 9th people also exert a strong influence on those around them. The planet Mars is forceful and aggressive, embodying male energy. March 9th people as Pisces are ruled by Neptune. A Mars-Neptune connection grants powerful and even magical qualities, usually involving psychic and highly intuitive abilities. Because of the repetition of the mentioning of psychic and intuitive abilities, I feel like psychic can also just refer to psychological, where we tend to think of psychic as a phenomenal ability. Psychologically, it just means that you are more in tune with your psychological perceptions and can't move objects with your mind. Too bad. Tarot. The 9th card of the major arcana is the Hermit, who is usually depicted walking with a lantern and a stick. He represents meditation, isolation, and quietude. The Hermit also signifies crystallized wisdom and ultimate discipline. He is a taskmaster who motivates by conscience and guides others on their path. The positive indications of this card are stick-to-itiveness, purpose, profundity, and concentration. Negative qualities include dogmatism, intolerance, mistrust, and discouragement. Advice: get to know yourself better. Decide what it is you must do. There are times when it is best not to define yourself in terms of others. Exercise your personal magnetism. Have the courage to go as far as you can. Meditation, the most important, the most interesting person you ever meet in your life may be yourself. So I said important, but it really says interesting, and there's a difference. And today I just want to leave it open-ended. I don't really feel like analyzing everything or diagnosing words, how they're cursed or how they're displayed or understood. It's partly just because I'm in a rush to complete this episode before I get on with a busy evening, but at the same time I spent too much time editing the Pokey song, which was only about like a minute long, so it was kind of insane. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I do like doing little fun stuff, but I do want to also keep this at a nice respectful pace and, just kind of fade out into the twilight. I want to thank you again for stopping by and following this series. If you have followed it, or if you're just now tuning in, welcome. This is my channel, and these aren't the only videos I make, but I am also enjoying the process of getting back into editing and, just reading books again in general. It's exciting to see what else will turn up the more I dive into this process. Anyways, that's the end of the episode. Glad you're here. I will see you again tomorrow.